Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everybody, it's nice to see you all. This is Quanta Indonesia Interview Class Channel QIICC. My name is Muhammad Bram Azmi Amrullah. I am the student and also the installer of Quanta Indonesia English Education Institute QIEI. Here we would like to interview some of the students of it to assess how well they can communicate in English. Hello everyone.
Hello.
Excuse me buddy,
Yes, please, sir.
what is your name please?
My name is Alvin Atarashid.
Where are you from?
I'm from Jetis Sukoharjo, Solo, Central Java.
How long have you been joining this program?
I have been joining through it around 6 months.
What do you think after you have been studying here?
It is like that I was dreaming now, as 6 months ago I could not speak English. Alhamdulillah, now I understand and speak it like my own mother tongue.
Could you please tell me your story before joining this program and finally you can be the student of it now?
Before following this program, I was a quiet and insecure child. When I was in the elementary school, I got bullied by my friends. My friends kicked my legs until my way of walking is awry. I seldom communicated with my friends, and I found difficulties to communicate with other people. After I graduated from the elementary school, my parents decided to enroll me in Quanta Indonesia. My father at that time didn't tell me much about Quanta Indonesia. He invited me to go to Quanta Indonesia and suddenly I felt tense and afraid of getting bullied again, but I just obeyed what my father ordered.
Well, what experience did you get when you joined this program for the first time?
The first time I took a Quanta Indonesia class, I was shocked. It turned out that friends in Quanta were all kind to me, and there were no bullies. I just listened to the students and installers who spoke English in front of the class, even though I didn't understand and didn't know how to be able to speak like what they did.
What do you think of the method applied in this program? Is it burdening your mind?
No, it is not. Studying in Quanta Indonesia is not like what I imagined beforehand. Studying in it is not permitted to memorize the lessons taught. The students just follow the rules of the program. If they don't understand what the installers deliver, they must forget it. There's no need to think hard. I really liked the learning method applied by QIEEI as it does not burden me.
What other outcome have you got by studying this program besides being able to communicate in English?
Alhamdulillah, I have become a creative and zestful student now. And the other happier thing is, my bad habits have turned into good ones without advice and coercion from others.
Alright, Alvin Rashid, thank you for your good answers. Now is the next guy sitting on your right side. Hello mate, how do you do?
Hello, sir. How do you?
Could you please tell me what your name is?
My name is Izzul Alamsyah.
Where do you come from?
I come from West Pakaltu, Surabaya, East Java.
How long have you been studying in this program?
I have been studying in it for about 6 months.
What do you think after you have been studying here? Didn't you find difficulties in studying through this program?
No, I don't. I feel happy in studying through it.
Could you please tell me your story before joining this program until you eventually enrolled yourself to it?
Before joining this program, I wanted to be able to speak English. However, I couldn't speak it though. I'd been learning it from the first class to grade 6 in the elementary school, and I had also ever joined English courses, but I still found difficulties in learning it. Memorizing and practicing the English conversations made me confused and tired, and had also, the lessons with a lot of homework assigned by the teachers were much more burdening. When I was first invited by my father to go to Kuala Indonesia, I felt tense, scared, and confused. In my mind, the program ran that it was like that of where I ever learned English before. My father didn't tell me much about Kuala. He just told me to follow him to go to it, and I obeyed what he said.
Well, what experience did you get when you joined this program for the first time?
The first time I attended the class of Kuala, I was just listening to the students and the installers who spoke English before the learners and the guest testing class. While I was listening to what they were delivering, in a sudden I was surprised that I liked what I was speaking English. It was cool and it made me happy to be able to speak English.
What do you think of the method applied in this program? Is this program real or fake?
This program is real as it can make the students get the real result in its learning process.
What other outcome have you got by studying in this program besides being able to communicate in English?
Alhamdulillah, after I finished studying in this program, my English improves well. I can do my own activities well, and I can also do SWAT 5 times in every day on time. I am very happy now because my bad habits have been changed to good ones without any compulsion and advice from anybody else.
Well, Izzul, thank you for your good response. Now is the next fellow on the right side of you. Excuse me, man.
Yes, please, sir.
What is your name, please?
My name is Muhammad Jalil Herlambang.
Are you a teacher or an installer here?
No, I'm not. I'm not a teacher or an installer here. I'm a student.
Where are you from?
I'm from Manyar, Gresik, East Java.
What do you think after you have been studying in this program? Do you find difficulties in learning through it?
No, I don't. Studying in this program is enjoyable. I like the method applied by it because it does not burden the mind.
Could you please tell me your story before joining this program? And finally, you can be the learner of it now.
Before joining this program, I had already ever took an English course when I studied in the elementary school. But that was quite long time ago, and the materials of it were still very basic. Studying English in the formal education at school through college, in my opinion, is not effective. Because I do not feel that my English skills improve. I still struggle with structuring sentences in English, and I'm still not fluent and feel embarrassed to speak or communicate orally in English. Even when I had the opportunity to go to Taiwan studying there for almost a semester, my English speaking skills were very limited. And when giving presentation in front of the class, I could only read the English text on PowerPoint or slides without being able to elaborate sentences. A few months after graduating from college, I said to my father that I would go for taking an English course somewhere else with my friend, because I wanted to have the skill to be able to speak English fluently in order to get good job opportunities, to work, or to continue my postgraduate studies overseas. Then my father suggested that I should take an English course in Quanta Indonesia English Education Institute. Alhamdulillah, I'm one of its students now.
Well, what experience did you get when you joined this program for the first time?
The first 2 weeks in joining this program, I really felt dizzy and confused, thinking, how can I become proficient in speaking English just in this way? Just by reading books without anyone explaining it? The teachers in the class are kids who just graduated from elementary school, and there is no prepared material for teaching. Most of them just tell random stories about their daily lives. We are not allowed to remember and must forget the materials taught. And even there's also no practice speaking English outside the classroom. In the first 2 weeks, I also couldn't focus because my mind was still troubled by issues from outside of this program. At the time, there were no peers I could talk to. When I asked the seniors in this program, their answer was, "There's no need to ask. It will be answered on its own without being explained." In the end, I just surrendered. I carried out my activities here and I followed the rules of it, and I did not break them. I started it with good intention to learn, with conviction and sincerity.
What do you think of the method applied in this program?
It is a really crazy method. It is difficult to explain, but it gives a real result of fact that the learners who join this program can communicate in English in accord with their own capacity.
What other outcome have you got by studying this program besides being able to communicate in English?
The English learned here is advanced English that opens up other knowledge specifically about religion, science, philosophy, etc. In addition, while I have been studying here, I also feel a sense of peace and comfort in my heart. The inner conflict that troubled my heart and mind could resolve on its own. I have become more diligent in worshipping, and I feel that I'm fortified against committing sinful acts. I am very grateful to have the opportunity to study in this institute because I'm gaining comprehensive wisdom of life.
Alright, man. Thank you for your good replies. Well, everyone, that's all what I can present at this moment. I thank you very much for your appreciation and attention in joining this program. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.